welcome back to another episode of the podcast. I do these like every year, I swear to God. Last episode was like a year ago. But super grateful and just, appreciative of my good friend Madeline for jumping on again. It's only right we had to do this again. I feel like I'm about to like do an interview, like a serious interview.
Or another one.
Yeah, another one. But, I just had to get you on, man, because we've never really had an episode with, let's just say, good quality audio. It's just been, let's set up the camera and let's just speak for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So, I've got the mics. I don't really use these that much. So I had to, it was only right. And this the third episode. So
Of us, yeah.
3 for 3, bro. How does it feel being the third, being the most, featured guest on the podcast? That's quite an achievement, It's a lot. I know it's a lot. You can take your time,
yeah,
Saga.
I mean, I'm hoping I'm a little bit more articulate now. Because the other two are terrible. But
I'm not really the best version of myself in both. But those were like when the last episode we done together was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like
and the one before was 3 years ago.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy how far essentially we've come since then. Since the pandemic, like the years have just gone so quickly. But obviously, if you guys don't know already, my friend Madeline is a very talented YouTuber, filmmaker. I don't want to gas you up too much. You know what I'm saying? The link is in the bio to the channel. She just dropped a new vlog. Or what would you say, like a super vlog?
It's a weekly vlog.
It's a weekly vlog. Editing stupid fire.
No, it's really not.
So, make sure you check it out because, she puts in a lot of time into these videos and she's doing good work, which I think people should take notice of and killing it, man. I don't want to gas you up too much though, for real. And if you guys see me looking at my phone, it's because I'm, making sure I'm, including all the points. So don't be like, oh, he's chill out, man.
Just texting someone.
Bro,
That's
I can't wait to be
boring.
finished with this podcast.
Yeah.
But man, I just wanted to start off the podcast asking you how's life been since the last episode, which was 2 years ago. What have you been up to? Major events. You don't have to go super detail. Yeah.
Right. So where shall I begin?
Well, here's the tea.
Yeah. No. Well, a lot has changed. Because we were not even halfway.
Do a bit closer. Yeah.
Not even halfway through the pandemic at the time, were we? And then. What did I do? 2021, when I started uni.
Yeah.
So I'm finally in education again.
Crazy. And what are you doing again?
I'm doing psychology.
Psychology.
Yes.
We've got Sigmund Freud, wasn't it? Sigmund Freud.
Yeah, Freud.
I said fraud.
Yeah, that's me. Fraud.
You're a fraud. That's funny.
So I've done a foundation year because obviously with my whole history, I never finished A levels because of my mental health.
Yeah. I'm all over the place.
And so I've finished my foundation year now and moving on to the first year. So finally making progression in life again.
Look at you all grown up, bruh.
Go
to uni.
Finally.
How was it? How was the foundation year? Obviously we've talked about it briefly, but you want to tell the people you were on the Dean's list.
Oh, God.
Dean's list, bro. What? I went to uni, 4 years? Never was on the Dean list once. So Madeline's did bits, man.
Yeah, the Dean's list of excellence.
Woo!
Whatever that means.
Throw in a little sound effect in the post, fireworks. Oh, my days.
But I know I shouldn't, but because it's just the foundation year, I'm well, it doesn't mean anything. It's not. It's not like it's third year on the Dean's list. It's but anyway, at the level I'm at, I suppose it's good.
No, I think a lot of people underestimate the foundation year because if you build good habits in the foundation year, they'll carry on towards the next 3 years. It's a three year course.
Yeah,
or is it 3 years,
3 year degree, and so 4 with the year zero.
Year zero. And how was that balancing obviously your personal life? You had to commute all the way from good old Southend to Colchester. They need to fix up, bro. They need to at least have one station they need to have a direct train from Southend to Colchester.
Definitely. It was hard at first. I found it really hard adjusting to education again because it had been 4 or 5 years not all
4 or 5 years since you've been out of college.
Since I'd been out of anything. So, that was hard, and I was having like personal problems with my medication.
Yeah,
that was affecting my ability to do uni, to get there to work, because they were just too sedative. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it, bro.
Did not know it did that.
Yo, I was like, what the fuck? Just disclaimer, that was Madeline's iPad.
Yes. On the clock.
Yeah, shout out to this app.
What was I even saying?
Talk about,
Yeah, so that was a problem that needed sorting, and it took far too long, not because of me, but because of like psychiatrists and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually I got my meds changed, and then that was it. Like, I settled into them and could stay awake.
Yeah, I want to give you. Let's go. There's another podcast they always clap. So like, let's go. I don't want to obviously make it seem like it's.
Oh no!
Like I'm taking,
like,
but
no,
like
no, you're not.
That's such a amazing thing, bro. Like, you were able to go through all of that and still kind of persist and carry on, because we've been talking like before. Obviously, you started uni, like it was something you definitely wanted to do. And when you obviously told me like, yo, I'm actually going to uni, I was like, bro, that's amazing.
Yeah, didn't we meet down the seafront?
Yeah,
you
got me. You got me like a blueberry. There's like a berry milkshake.
Yeah,
it was actually quite nice. I need to go back.
Got it. Because you got me a card.
Yeah, it was a while ago. That was a good little chat.
Yeah, well, that's when we were first talking about it. Cause I think I'd only just found out I got into it.
Yeah, I think it was like just I think just
so
after as well.
Very beginning of 2021.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's like March.
March time. Yeah, because it was still kind of cold. I remember.
Yeah, because
still kind of cold.
because I didn't have A levels. I didn't have to wait for my results.
Yeah.
So I just.
Expedited process.
Yeah.
now obviously going into first year, how do you feel? Do you feel like a bit nervous, or let's just get on with it?
No, I think because of the foundation year, it's got rid of all those, first year nerves.
Yeah.
I feel this is the good thing about foundation years, is it gets all those teething problems out of the way, and then you just kind of hit the ground running. Like, obviously I'm nervous for the content and like just working again, but in terms of uni, no, not bothered.
Amazing.
I just want to go back, to be honest.
You want to go back. And obviously you're going to be commuting again, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge for you, but like, do you hope to kind of achieve the same sort of like standards, like Dean's List? You know what I mean?
Ideally, yeah.
Yes, Dean's List.
Yeah.
Too. Imagine getting it all 4 years. That would be such a flex.
It would.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that would be sick.
No, I'm not gonna do that because I'm gonna get too big for my boots.
Hey, yeah, we need to calm her down. Everyone in the comments be like, yo, chill out.
Yeah, I like to be humble. I don't want to be like.
Sometimes you need to flex a bit, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You did tell me. I remember you telling me like I need to be a bit more.
Yeah, you should big yourself.
Yeah, and when you said that to me, I was like, yeah, fuck this. I'm gonna be.
Yeah, you were like,
I'm gonna be the most toxic guy in the whole planet. See you boys up. See you boys up.
Yeah, but no. In terms of all that stuff, all positive for once in my life.
Stop it. How did that go?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, this is tough gig.
It is always a tough
crowd.
gig. You have to just drag me through these episodes, I
swear, bro. I don't know how I've done this 3rd episode.
Yeah, you need more guests.
Hey, man. Hey, guys, please save me from this. Yeah. Oh, my days, man.
That's crazy. Anyway, sorry.
No. Obviously, you mentioned you want to like carry on and do the same sort of work. So that's amazing, man. And I wish you all the best with that. And I'm just really excited to see like where things go, bro. Because obviously you still got 3 years, but I'm pretty sure you're already kind of thinking about what you want to do after.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So you've already got that in mind. But obviously I'm finished with uni now.
Yeah.
Saying your boy's working in the city, you know what I'm saying? I know you guys see the stories, bro. You guys need to like those as well. But when you start working, I think like everything just kind of changes in terms of priority, because your time is so limited sometimes. But I think with the YouTube channel, is that something you still want to like keep going, even if you go into like a like a work, like field of work which is very demanding. Obviously, psychology isn't the easiest gig. So
yeah, I mean, I feel like at that point I'd want to do it more so because then, like I mentioned in my video that went up today, like about how I feel about myself and like I want to post more, but I just can't get over this mental barrier that I just don't like myself. And I think a lot of that especially comes from the more educational and informational videos. Sometimes I just feel like I'm talking out my arse. Like I just it's like, what do I know? But where if I was qualified, then I'd be more like confident in what I'm saying and feel like I have more of a right to say it.
yeah,
It's all right when I'm doing videos on my own experience, but if I'm doing videos that are trying to be educational, then it's like
I'm looking forward to that, like psychologist Madeline Rose.
Yeah, road to being a doctor.
Could you imagine Dr. Madeline Rose?
Yeah.
Even like, I think obviously I'm in the same boat sometimes. Obviously you talk about, hard hitting topics like, BPD and you've done such good awareness for those, like people really relate to those as we were talking about. With me, I try to be like those those cringy like productivity YouTubers. Oh, 3 things you should do. And I'm like, what the fuck do I know?
That's part and parcel of mental health as well, and just
doing what works.
Getting the best out of life and the most out of life.
Yeah.
Like, I like videos like that. As long as it's not like toxic positivity.
Yeah.
Is it toxic productivity?
Toxic productivity, hustle culture.
Yeah.
People are like, you need to work 16 hours and sleep 3 hours.
Wake up at 4 a.m. and
drink raw eggs or something.
And it's just like, it's just a bit unrealistic, isn't it?
You don't need to do that, bro. And, I think we all get like stuck in our ways sometimes, or like we kind of need to act a certain way when it comes to, like catering to a specific target audience. But it's cool that obviously you still have that mission in the back of your head. Like, this is what I want to do. I want to help people. I want to raise awareness. And like the same thing with me, in the sense of I just want to connect with people. I want to like share stories that I'm passionate about. And that's always been the goal, man. Yeah. And I remember when like, I don't know if you still remember this, when like the first time we met, Shouts to Pav, same Pavilion, Adventure Island. You want me to click it back?
Yeah.
Cool. Saga. Technical difficulties, 1, 2, 3. I'm saying shouts to you guys for sticking with us. We just has a little technical difficulty, you know what I mean? What was I even saying? I was talking about the Pav. Yeah, so the Pavilion is it was, I don't know if we've talked about this, like how we met. Like we met at the Pav, which is like we met at this place called.
It was called Pav.
Yeah, we used to call it the
family.
Pav. Don't do that. Don't do that. We met. Yeah, we used to work at Adventure Island together, man. And there was like a fish and chip shop called the Pavilion, and that's where we met, man. And my girl was like, "Yeah, I do a little bit of filmmaking." I was like, and this was when I wasn't really into that. Like I was into like photos and stuff like that, but then when I watched the YouTube channel, I was like, "Yo, this is sick."
So I was studying it still, wasn't I? 'Cause I was in college.
I think 2016.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
2017.
Wow, 2016, bro.
Yeah, that's when I was studying it.
2016. So I was like, bro, I watched the YouTube channel and I don't know if I've obviously told you this, but that really, like, the videos really inspired me to get into it. Because when I used to see the edits, like the chop cuts, like to the beat, I was like, yo, I want to do this one day. And obviously, you don't view your work as highly as like how your viewers view it, but like I think your work is like some of the best I've seen from like any of my friends or any of the people like I know online. And I'm not just saying that because I've got you on the podcast and you've let me agree to do that. I'm being genuinely serious because sometimes like we're not the biggest like influencers out here. Like it can be very tough for us to kind of keep momentum and be motivated. So I think like as long as your friends show you appreciation and show you that you're like tuning in, that's what matters to me, because as long as obviously you said you're putting out work that's kind of raising awareness and doing stuff like that, that's what matters. So bro, like, and it seems like you have a good support system. Like you got a little couple of texts a day of people watching. Do you want to share those or no?
Yeah, it's just the generic getting a Snapchat from a mate having a cup of tea and I'm on the big screen on TV. She's
with the
watching.
worst like angles.
Yeah, the worst like bits. You could have taken a photo of my face, but then my nan texted me going,
Shasta Nanny.
So proud of you. No. You've been really positive. If you don't laugh, you'll cry.
Laugh. No cap. I love that.
Yeah, no, it's I do usually get them. not all videos, but if it's like if something's happened or it's a particularly, I don't know, prominent video or what, whatever, then yeah, I usually get messages. So.
Does that keep you going, like the momentum? Or
like someone commented like after 10 minutes of being up, being like, I wait every year for these videos.
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
I was like,
so you're a real one, bro.
Yeah.
You're a real one. Yeah, obviously, as I said, like one of the biggest in terms of influence. I mean, obviously, you're bigger than me, so that's why I'm using this for clout. Hey, subscribe to my channel if you see this shit, okay? Please. But you said that like the people that have obviously subscribed came from that one popular video.
Yeah.
Hey, you obviously, some of the people that watch this might not know, but she's quite famous, bro. Like, she got like 300K on one video, bro. Like, hey.
It's like completely nothing to do with mental health. It's just,
why didn't you sell out, bro? If I was you, I would have sold out. I would have sold myself.
Hair videos.
I would have done hair videos.
So my dad actually said, he was just like, why don't you just do beauty and hair?
Right.
I was just like, have you met me?
That was like, cheers that bag.
Yeah.
Why? Okay, that's why I respect you. You didn't do that. And why you because you're like, nah, this is not me.
Yeah, sorry.
Shasta Vincent, that's
he's
the pet
chewing
rabbit.
a box out there. Why didn't I do it?
Yeah.
Because I'm out of my depth.
Really?
I feel out of my depth when I'm talking about mental health, and that's been my whole life. So I feel worse if I suddenly doing makeup reviews. I mean, I like makeup and I do makeup, but I'm not.
That's not you.
It's a huge pull, isn't it? Like the beauty community on YouTube. I'm not prepared to try and do that just for the sake of one video doing well.
Yeah, bro. It seems very daunting as well. Like that space. I don't know if like it's still popping. It's probably still popping. You know what I'm saying? They don't stop watching you like that stuff like that. So that's dope, bro. But in terms of kind of moving on swiftly, or I don't know how to kind of like seamlessly go into this topic. Segue it. So talking about hair and beauty products. talk about hair beauty, but that you get for your loved ones and your girl and stuff like that. Yo, this is bad.
You're saying a really long way around to the next point.
So one thing that's been on my mind, not really. I mean, everyone around me is getting married. I'm seeing people have kids our age. Like people I used to go to school with. I'm like, bruh, he's 3 kids. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro, you are like a year younger than me. You have 3 kids. I can't barely take care of myself. My man's like raising Tommy, Stacy. Okay, that's a bit. Sorry about that. And I'm like, bro, how do like I want to something that's been prevalent. Pretty sure your life as well. People getting into relationships, people getting married, and obviously, I don't want to like go too deep into. sorry. YouTube does okay. Obviously, in the last video or the latest video, which you can check out, link in bio. Obviously, you talk about you recently got out of a relationship, man. So, I just wanted to talk to you about like just how that makes you feel, like seeing other people get married. Because when I think about that, I'm like, yo, I need to hurry up. I need to find someone.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh shit, no, I don't.
Yeah, it definitely like it sounds quite like a sadistic way of talking about relationships, but like I always feel like they're like a game. And you go through levels, and it does feel like, oh, I've been playing this game for so long and I've died and I've got to go back to level 1.
Really?
And I'm just like you're saying, and I know you shouldn't really compare yourself to how everyone is progressing with, life stages and stuff and whatever, but it is hard not to, especially when it's right in front of you on your phone. Like, it's not just your friends. My friends are like starting to settle down and stuff and not having kids yet, but they're on their way, and I'm just like, I thought that wouldn't be, not saying that I was going to do that anytime soon, but it feels closer to your present when you're in a good relationship. And then for that to be no longer, it's like, oh, now what?
Right.
It's like shit. So, yeah, I feel the same, to be honest. We're just like pub.
Go to the post, the Alex. Tuesday. Send the RSVP. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a cultural thing as well. Not to cut you off, but like obviously in South Asian communities, you probably know or probably don't know. I'm saying I'll kind of clarify, but people tend to get married like quite young. When I say quite young, I'll probably say for women, and like don't quote me on this, but I think like when we see like women get married, they're probably like early 20s, 23.
So like our age.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously, and what's crazy, like I thought they wouldn't want to get married at that young age, but a lot of women like I've spoken to that are obviously from my community, they're like, bro, like of course I want to get married. And I think that comes mainly from pressure from parents, or I don't know if it's generally something they want, but like people our age, especially in my community, like everyone's starting to think about marriage, and I've been on the little crap Muslim marriage apps, so bad, bro. Muzmatch, hey, that name just gives me PTSD, bro. It's so bad. They have this one feature on that app. It tells you who's visited your profile, and
Is it not what actually you can see the profile, but not, or is it just a number?
I know it actually shows you the person that's like viewed the profile. So like if you don't have an ego like me, and like you're pretty like saying like if you don't know your worth, and you're like because me, I'm like I'm him, I don't care what no one, and that took a lot for me to even be like, bro, I don't care what people think, like I'm him. If you don't have that sense of like worth, then it's very easy to be like, bro, what am I doing wrong? Because if you see all these people visiting your profile and they're not liking or they're not messaging, you're like,
so savage.
Yeah,
it's not even just the ones that like you.
Yeah. So it's just
everyone.
It's just like she's clicked on your profile. Has she liked? Has she just viewed? And even it got to me at times, and that's why I had to delete the app. I'm like, if all of these girls are looking at the profile, I'm not getting the likes. Like, what am I doing wrong?
That's savage.
That's savage. So I had to kind of step back.
Yeah.
And these, I ain't gonna lie, these I don't care if I get sued, bro. I don't care. These apps are extortion. Obviously, we've talked about just to view someone or like someone's profile, like you have to pay and stuff like that. And it's not like £2 a week, bro. They're asking you for like 15 quid. Yeah. And hey, we're going into a recession, bro. I don't know if people have that line about inflation, rent's due, bro. You know what I'm saying? People are struggling out here, but like when it comes to marriage and like in my culture, I was speaking to obviously my friend the other day, man. She's married. She's married for over a year. She who she knows this is how, I'm not gonna say her name because she might kill me, but she's just telling me, bro, like you're 22, like you need to chill out, travel the world, like take your time. And for me, like seeing all these people get married, I'm like, I'm constantly in a rush to find someone. But then after obviously speaking to her, I'm like, nah, bro, like chill out.
Yeah. Because
most of the people that I know are in relationships, they didn't even want to get in relationships when they met their partner. Do you like, was it the same for you previously or now?
I always feel like when you're not looking, that's when it comes to you, isn't it? Yeah. Which is also annoying because like we was talking about earlier, like I'm not someone that likes to, play the field or like live single life or one night stands or anything. I genuinely like relationships, and so with that in mind, it's like, oh well, now I'm single again. Like I I don't want to be like actively seeking it, even though it is in my head like, who's now? Next.
Pop that to the post.
Yeah. So I'm just going out to the pub all the time, being like, just like,
hello, darling, you're right.
Like I was out last week, and I was like, I was like saying to Bella, I was like, I'm so ugly. Like, why is no one like giving me like? Sake. I was like, I need validation, and Bella was like, mate, you're sitting here with a face like a slapped ass because you're in a mood. No one is gonna talk to you. Right, and I was just like, oh, you're right.
You're right.
It's like, I just looked very unapproachable because I just wanted, it's just a classic, go through a breakup, single life, don't know how to navigate it, so just really. Yeah.
But you're doing the best you can, though, bro.
Yeah, just getting pissed.
You're getting pissed.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Going out to the club.
I'm making it sound awful.
We went to like Delilah the other. No, I just made that name up. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I agree with that so much. When you're least looking for something, like it tends to happen. So that's why I'm not like actively rushing things.
That's what I need to remember.
3 weeks ago, I was rushing it. I was on the apps like, hunting down females. Nah, I'm joking. I wasn't liking girls like that. Chill out, okay? But I was like, I was trying, and I don't think you should try when it comes to. Obviously, there is some sort of you need to put in effort, right? But that shouldn't be your kind of main main focus.
Yeah,
If
your
it happens, it
priority.
happens. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? If you need to let things happen naturally. So I've never been in a relationship, and if I was to obviously get into a relationship, well, obviously, which is inevitable. I'm pushing 23. I'm not getting any younger, so I'm saying I need to get on a bit. Aye, city boys life anyway. But what advice would you give me in terms of like,
Oh,
just
God.
starting out?
You come to the wrong person. I just got dumped.
Hey yo. Nah, I couldn't have come to a better person than yourself.
Advice. I think it's just about being open and seeing things as learning curves, and even if you know that maybe science not going to go, in a certain way, it doesn't mean there's not a lesson that can come from it. Even if it's as simple as, I know not to wear this outfit on a night out, or I know not to eat spag bowl on a date, or if it's just like you get better at asking questions. I mean, you're quite good at conversation anyway.
Thank you, man.
But I'm someone who's like, it's taken me many years, and I'm still terrible. But like, I feel like today versus like the podcast 3 years ago, I'm like. So like every time like you kind of get to know someone, you are learning how to converse more, which was like one of my things. But just apply that to whatever you have weaknesses in. Even if something doesn't work out, it still is just going to progressively help when you do meet someone who is gonna stay with you.
Hopefully, bro. Hey. Yeah, man, like I'm not really actively out here in the game, but it's always good to get people's perspectives on like how relationships work and stuff like that. And dating and stuff like that really isn't allowed. I'm a Muslim, so it's not really allowed. But obviously, when you get to know someone, I'm gonna get to know someone like similar to yourself, like on a human level, right? Like really try to build a connection with this person, because ultimately for us, like as not to like lecture you on like Islam and stuff, but like the ultimate goal is to get married. So I'm not just gonna be with the person just for like a couple of months or like I'd be like this is long.
Yeah,
like,
you want it to be genuine.
Yeah, like I wanna build a life. Like a part of our religion is to like find your other half, and it basically means like you're completing like the other half of your religion when you get married. So yeah, man, thanks for that advice, bro, and I'm gonna take it on. And don't be so harsh on yourself, bro, because let's just say city grows up, summer 2022, let's just say. And I just wanted to end off the podcast. Obviously, I don't want to keep you too long, obviously, but we wanted to like kind of react to like the previous episodes, going back to like episode 1.
Yeah,
we were like in complete different zones, man. I remember setting it up in one of the uni rooms and just putting like the laptop down there, connecting one of the like old blue Yeti mics.
Yeah,
we talked a lot about mental health and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was like my glow up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was the Mad series the year before, and then I, did a 360 and turned it around somehow.
The Mad series, bro. If you want to elaborate on what the Mad series is?
Oh, not again.
It's like I talked about this enough.
Every video, I'm like, the Mad series. Oh, the Mad series.
No, not even.
The Mad series was a series called the Mad series that I did in 2018, and I daily vlogged. It was 90 something. I can't remember properly, but so yeah, a bit over 3 months that I did a video, filmed and edited every day.
Yeah.
And it basically documented how I was dealing with my new diagnosis of borderline personality disorder, and it shows everything. There's nothing not in it, basically.
That's right.
And yeah, it was basically just to educate and share awareness. We've got technical difficulties. Yeah, it was basically just to bring awareness to like the reality of mental health. Like it's not just, a depressing, day or what, like social media kind of perpetuates, mental health in a certain narrative. Yeah. Whereas this is every day. Some days are good, some days are bad. Some of them are, up, some are down, some are left, right and centre. It was just everything.
Shouts to Vince. I don't know if you guys can see in the back.
I don't know, maybe on yours.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Can, to be fair.
But yeah, it was basically just that. And then every year since I do the anniversary, so I do vlogs for a week, which is what just gone up today.
Out now on YouTube, link in bio, please. It's the third time.
Yeah, it's like you're talking to an editor, but it's actually you are the editor.
I'm the editor, bro. Put that in right now.
Yeah. So that's that.
Yeah, not to cut you off.
yeah.
Obviously, talk about the anniversary of. Obviously, you do that every year.
Yeah, and then we were talking about the first podcast,
Yeah.
because that was just after not long after the first anniversary.
Yeah.
Oh, I was on such a buzz that year.
That year was a legendary year.
It was.
It was the year I started the podcast.
Yeah.
And obviously, I still have no complete idea of what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? The thing which kind of motivated me to start the podcast was just to have honest conversations with people. And, you know, a lot of people will tell you how to do stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure people will be like, bro, you should edit this way. You should upload these type of videos. Like you said, your pops was like, hey, why don't you just start...
People makeup videos.
Yeah, people were like, bro, why don't you interview more famous people? Or why are you doing this? Like, obviously, you know, I appreciate everyone wants to see different types of content, but like what we found, obviously, as people that actually do create stuff, right? Like, people are very fickle, right? Even if I kind of tailor my content to a specific audience, they're ultimately going to get bored of it one day. Like, no one kind of watches the same type of content over and over, unless you're like really good at what you do, like Casey Neistat or stuff like that. So for me, I think I've always wanted to be very like honest with myself and create content which like I'm proud of.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna just chase after the views and stuff like that, because ultimately that's not gonna make me happy. What makes me happy is genuinely connecting with the person and genuinely having good conversations, because you know, since the time I've started the podcast, there's been a lot more podcasts like this, you know, focusing on self-growth, but it's very superficial. Like, you can see through them. Like, they're just getting views. They're interviewing people like Andrew Tate, who's, I don't know if you want to talk about Andrew Tate. That's a different podcast episode. Well, I don't agree with, just to let you guys know, like, I'm not an Andrew Tate follower. People are like, yeah, this guy loves Andrew Tate. Hey, I don't, bro.
Get him on.
See, boys up. Let's just say. But people kind of using toxic people or figures like that to get views. And, you know, as long as I'm having conversations with people and connecting with them and learning from them, that's the main thing, man. So people will try to tell you to do stuff or the way you should do stuff. Ultimately, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Ultimately, if you're happy with the content you're making, that's what matters, man. And when I was obviously making stuff in 2019 or starting the podcast, everyone was like, bro, why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? I'm like, no, bro, I'm doing things how I think they should be done. So kind of looking back on those days, man, it were very humbling days. Obviously the quality isn't obviously as good as it is now. I'm saying the little mics, as you can see, the little camera angles, that's one, that's two. Might have to get a third one next time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But hey, and then obviously we done the podcast episode during the pandemic. People were like, bro, I remember one guy hit me up like, bro, like, you know, it's COVID, right? Like, why are you doing a little podcast? I'm like, bro, COVID is, you know what I'm saying? I'm vaxxed. I wasn't even vaxxed. I was just trying.
No, I think it was allowed at that point. You could have like someone round.
One person, or like 3 to 5. It was something like that.
There were so many bloody rules.
I know.
I can't even remember.
I don't know how we put up with that, bro.
But yeah, no, it was all above board, wasn't it?
We took corona tests before we... No, we didn't.
I think I did.
Did you actually?
Possibly.
I came in with vibes.
I was just like, yeah.
I was like, if I die, bro, I die. It's
for
what it is. For the podcast, bro. For the views. For the clout. I'm sitting with someone with like 1,000 subscribers with like 300K on the video. It's worth it.
No.
We come such a lot. I remember one of the like my favorite moments from the last podcast episode 2 years ago. You were talking about your brother Will. I don't know if you remember that moment.
Shout out Will. Yeah.
How's Will doing? Hey, Will, what the fuck, bro? 2 years ago, I told you specifically what to do. Nah, man, that's my guy, bro. And obviously, me and Will haven't met in person, but if I see you, bro, like, so love, man, though.
Yeah, I think he needs a talking to.
Swear. Okay.
Get him on next.
Hey, Will, this is an open invitation to get on the podcast. Yeah. Me and you gonna talk about real stuff, bro. What's the address? What's actually, is he at uni or something?
No, so he's finished his A-levels.
Hey, good for you, bro.
Well, he hasn't got his results yet.
Hey, I pray everything goes well, bro. But me and you gonna have a sit down. We have to do like a little brother, like big brother, like he's sitting in the middle and he's like, oh,
that'd be so funny.
That'd be hilarious.
He'd just be like,
he's like, go.
Yeah.
But nah, man, I appreciate you as always, Mads, for coming on. just a very quick episode. Just wanted to catch up with you. You know, make sure the quality of the sound is good, and
you just imagine if they're not working again.
Yo, yeah, the last video, the mic wasn't even on, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I hope it's all right. But you know, I just want to like pass over to you. Do you have any things you want to tell the audience? Anything you have coming up? Make sure, obviously, watch the new Mad vlog.
Yeah,
it's fire. Anything you want to say?
I don't know. Like I said in the recent video, how much I post is so dependent on how I feel about myself. A bit like what you're saying about, you know, you don't want to just post any old thing. You want to actually believe in the content. And, you know, that's similar to myself. So I post as and when I please, but I do have, and I've been saying it for ages, a series that I want to do about the journey from being a mental patient to being a doctor. We'll see how far I go, but so yeah, I really do want to document that whole process. But we'll see how good I feel about myself. But hopefully, as the years go, I will start churning that out, because I really like content like that.
Yeah.
It, you know, played a part in inspiring me to go to uni and sort my life out.
That'd be such a flex, bro. Like all the way from the Mad series to being like a doctor.
That's exactly it.
Such
I
a good
thought
flex.
it'd just be
City
quite
girls
cool.
out.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one of the things I definitely do. Hopefully, want to get out there and get going. And yeah, apart from that, just other videos, some fun ones, some more educational ones.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Run it up. Run that YouTube channel up, boys.
More hair videos.
More hair videos if you guys want, you know what I'm saying? I might have to jump in, you know what I'm saying?
To please the people.
You know what I'm saying? We sell out sometimes. So.
I know.
I was like, I might have to do some hair videos. They're getting popular. But hey, thank you, man. And we have a lot more content coming, you know what I'm saying, this year. I've been slacking myself. We back. But Mads, I really appreciate you jumping on, man.
No, thank you for having me on.
It's always a pleasure having you on. And like I said, guys, make sure to check out Mads' YouTube channel, the latest vlog, fire. And bro, till next time, this won't be the last episode. I know it's the 3rd episode. It feels like the end of a series now.
We're just gonna have to start doing a podcast, just us.
No cam, no kizzy. You need to think of a name and stuff like that. Hey, that's too much information. I'm gonna have to cut it out. Yeah. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Love to Matt. Hey, yo, sorry. Love to Mads for jumping on again, man. Really appreciate you. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Appreciate you guys tuning in again. And peace. Cool.